Hi Capricorn. We will now be exploring this connection in a little bit more detail and then of course giving you some advice for the connection. So let's see what's coming up first around this relationship. What's going to come from this? What do you need to know? This card wanted to flip over. Okay, we've got the Moon card. The Sun and the Moon. Compatibility here. We've got the Moon, the World, Ace of Swords, and the Tower reversed. Okay. This is really nice that you've got the World card in this relationship because it says that the future between the both of you is open right now and it's almost not determined. So the next steps are really going to be how the both of you conduct yourselves in this relationship. Aces are often good chapters, but they're chapters where we need to remove certain things to fight for the connection or to have what we want. So this is going to be the challenge, I feel. Now the challenge is fighting for each other, but what I see here is the past. So Capricorn, somehow you're going to have the past come back in because of the Moon card. The Moon is also emotional dependency. I sense that this person is going to grow very emotionally dependent on you, and sometimes you'll feel like, or they'll feel like they've got to fight for your attention here. They've got to fight for your affection. It could be reversed, however, but it's a good sign that the Tower card is reversed because I think for the kind of person they are, I don't think they're going to be overly scandalous or commit any deception or disloyalty. Of course, every situation is going to be different, but I think with the Tower card, I don't think you're going to get any really nasty surprises with this person. I do feel like they're going to really appreciate how much you look after them because the Moon is a motherly energy. And this to me indicates that this person wants someone to sort of mother them in a way. Okay, I don't know if it's the age difference. I don't know what's going on here, Cappy, but I think that's going to be their expectation. And it's sitting on top of the wish card, 9 of Cups. So I think that's what they're wishing for. I love how I'm seeing these two twin towers because this can be symbolic of a twin flame. But you've both got your guard up. Coming into this relationship, the Moon can be anxiety, and we see the watchtowers, and the watchtowers are symbols of protection. I don't think the two of you would ever want to hurt each other badly because you can see those watchtowers are sort of amplified here, like magnified as this, but that's coming up reversed. So I don't think the two of you can go up in flames. I think right now there's a very positive openness to what can come from this connection. I consider the world like open-mindedness and being receptive to things, being receptive to change and trying new things and feeling new emotions. So I like that there's an openness. And I do think you're going to complete one significant cycle with this person. But I think you're both sort of looking at each other and vigilant. And what I get from this, Capricorn, is potentially for a long time, the two of you could just sort of be looking at each other from your watchtowers, not taking any action in this relationship. Now, the Moon can be like a push and pull effect. It's like a gravitational. So reading that, Cappy, I interpret it as you and this person will always tend to gravitate towards each other. And absolutely, there's possibility to fall in love here and have a relationship because it's almost like the universe will allow for that to happen. But what I'm seeing is for some reason, you're both going to sort of be sitting at your watchtowers here watching and waiting for the other to act. But something's got to give eventually. If you want this relationship to flourish and you want something to come of this, something's got to give. I don't think it's a purely sexual connection. I think there's more depth to that, emotional depth. The Tower card upright can often indicate like a phallic symbol. So just sex and just friends with benefits and let's just be playmates and this and that. No, I think there's definitely more depth here. I don't think that's what you're going to want, and I don't think that's what the other person is going to want, but I'm really drawn to those watchtowers, like sort of watching and waiting as these creatures do. They watch and wait for the Moon. Again, I don't know if this is long distance coming up. With the World card, it could be. I think you're going to create a different kind of relationship together. I think with the world, you're going to create your own little world together and exist from that. And I think that could be really successful because you'll both get what it is that you're wanting. And that's powerful stuff, Capricorn. That's creating the kind of relationship, you know, designing your own relationship. I do feel like it might be an open relationship somehow. Maybe not necessarily like sexually, but there's some sort of openness that will exist either for you or for them. So, I mean, I think that's likely. Let's see what the advice is here for you, though. Okay, a new start is coming. So this is really powerful. This is like a big chapter in love, okay? If you wanted a new start or you wanted something different, this is new moon energy. So this is a chance for you to do things differently than you have before. And to see it sitting on top of the moon card, it's something either to do with the past or with emotions. Now, the moon can be sort of like the past because past attachments. Okay, it's something you've held on to. So, Cappy, for those of you watching, and this person is coming back to you from the past, or you never sort of left each other. There's an opportunity for you to reconnect, but you're going to have to do things very differently for this to be successful. And a lot of it is removal, slicing away of a lot of negative, even cutting away parts of your life, like your life, your personality, your tendencies. I think there's a lot of change that needs to happen, but the potential is there. If you really, truly want it, that potential is there. It could also be that they want something new and exciting all the time as well, okay? The answers you need are coming. This is Gemini energy. This is all about communication, full moon in communication. There's something that you need to resolve with this person. So for those that are sort of not in contact, there will be an opportunity for you to make contact. Dropped my deck here. I did have a card that fell out for you, which is this one. Your dreams need a practical plan. But before I move on to that, the answers you need are coming with the World card. Something has remained too open-ended and hasn't been specifically addressed. And as a result, it sort of left you both waiting and watching for each other. I think that's what's going on, Capricorn. You're doing the same thing they are. Nonetheless, if you don't have a history with them, it could indicate that communication is very important. And I feel like with the Eight of Swords, it is going to be a bit of a difficult task for you because this person isn't always going to... They're going to talk, but they're not always going to tell you how they really feel. I don't know why they feel the need to mask their emotions. Maybe it comes out of a place of fear. I don't know if it's a place of they want self-pity. But the full moon in Gemini, there's going to have to be a lot of room for being specific in this relationship. The answers you need are coming. So you'll always have to clarify things with them, Cappy. You might have to double check, you might have to triple check because they could say one thing and do another. These are the twins. They're very dual. They have different mind states, different personalities. Oftentimes Geminis are even called, with split personality and whatnot because these twins can be so different, almost embody two different personas. So seeing that come up, Cappy, I think there is a bit of inconsistency with this person. It is sitting on top of the World and the Temperance, okay, truthfulness, honesty, and the Hangman. I think this person's words have gotten them in trouble before in relationships, and that's why they possibly fear, I don't know, being honest or being truthful. The next card over, your dreams need a practical plan. You've got full moon in Taurus. You need to be realistic about things. I think you might help them be... The advice here is that this person could be all in their head, Capricorn, and then you swoop in and you somehow can make their dreams happen for them because you're very logical, you're very practical, you're a very grounded earth sign, quite level-headed. So, Ace of Swords, Two of Wands, this can be like indecisiveness. We've got the Sun card. I mean, children can be unrealistic. Not that this person's a child, but they've got the Sun card here underneath. So they'll want to get to certain stages in a relationship with you, but they don't have a practical plan on how to get there. And that could be frustrating. It's almost like you might have to be the one that says to them, well, we need a plan for this. You know, you say you want to be together and live together, but, you know, we don't have a plan in place to get that happening. Not that their words won't value, but I feel like they say things and then it's not going to be followed through. So I think the message here is that you have to follow up with this person about what they say they're going to commit to, and follow through and follow up is going to be very important, or needs to happen between the both of you. But dreams are plans, dreams are goals. So to see that, I think this person is going to have big goals for you, for what you have together, and vice versa. So that's always good. But also, it can also be romanticism, because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and I feel that's, you know, sex, eroticism, sensuality. So I think pleasing them sexually might be a big thing, actually, romantically. Okay, last card we have nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. This is interchangeable emotions. I often associate this with Pisces because of the water. It can also be Cancer, of course, of the moon, but it is a moon deck. Nonetheless, what I see here, nothing is set in stone. It's this wishy-washy. Unless they have something set in stone, it's very wishy-washy to this person. So I think titles, labels to this relationship is going to be very crucial. Otherwise, it's an open relationship. Okay, so it's like they're going to want their way or no way. Or, I mean, it could be you, Cappy. Could be you that wants your way or the highway. But I think this is coming up. Nothing is yet set in stone. It's interchangeable. Mutable is interchangeable. Emotions change. And the waves are here. So a lot of potentially a lot of moodiness coming in around this relationship. A lot of highs and lows. Maybe it's just that you need to go with the ebb and flow, but you can't stay too much in your dreams, because that's not healthy either. We'll see what happens here, Cappy, but I do wish you the best. And if you would like a private reading following up from this, please feel free to reach out.